if you don't believe that the cartel runs Mexico, oh my God, guys, listen to this call right here. Because this was a call between, I believe, the police chief and the cartel leader that was just killed like a couple of days ago. All right. So get ready for this one, because this was crazy to hear.
Delta 1. Hey, ¿quién habla?
One. Yo, police.
Mira bien, hijo de tu puta madre. Soy Mencho, güey. Relaja tu puta gente.
Now, it's Mencho. You better tell your effing police to leave us alone. It's, well, blank.
A verga, soy Mencho, güey. Relaja tus putas partidas.
Get your effing men to fall back, or I'm going to F you up and your whole squad. I have 30 of you effing located and identified. And this is that cartel leader, Mencho, talking to a police officer, aka, I think it's the police chief.
Si no te voy a partir tu madre, tienes toda tu bola de perros. Te tengo identificado 30 güeyes. Hasta tus putos perros te voy a matar si no te relajas.
I'll even kill your effing dogs if you don't chill out, bro. Remember, he's talking to the police.
Güey. ¿Cómo ves?
What do you think about that? Yes, sir. You got it, sir. I'll tell the police squads to fall back. I'm sorry, don't kill me.
Oh, no cuelgues, hijo de la verga. Te tengo ubicado más en
No. You better not hang the fucking phone. I got your location right now. Damn. This is tough. No, sir, I'm not hanging up. I promise you, sir, I'm not hanging up. I was just saying, I'll let you know when they withdraw. I'm sorry. Get your shit together. Blank. Didn't you guys agree to work with us? Oh shit. Okay then. Oh shit. We agreed not to F with you guys, and in return, you F with us?
No, señor.
No, sir. No, sir. I'll tell them to back off. Look, tell your blank to fall back, because all of you happily accepted my money, you pigs. Oh! My man talking reckless.
Tírameles a todos los hijos de su puta madre, porque todos agarran dinero y son buenos de puercos. Sí, lo que me están diciendo.
Yes, sir. They're telling me right now. That's tough.
¿Ponen a tiros o tú eres el primero que vas a marchar por ellos, León? No, señor.
No, sir. No.
¿Vale? No, señor, no se trata de...
No, sir, we don't have any problems. No, please keep sending me my money. Watch yourself, because I'll spill blood at a moment's notice. You already know what's up. All right, yeah, bro, we're talking hella gangsta. I ain't even gonna lie. He's really telling him what it is. He's like, bro, you will die if you keep messing with me. And the police officer's like, yeah, you got it. You're right. I'm sorry. That's why the military had to go after these guys.
Sí, los vergazos están al 220, ya se la sabe. Y miedo no hay. No, señor, no se trata de eso.
No, sir. No problem. So if you guys want us to be friendly, then you be friendly. If not, go fuck yourselves. Okay.
No,
I'm so effing fed up that you guys can't understand instructions. Well, damn, talking to that man like he's a dumbass child.
No entiendan, loco. Señor, usted me conoce.
Sir, you know me. You know I'm on your side. I would never betray you, cartel leader Mencho. I'm sorry. Well, that's why I'm so surprised. You understand you got people and family to take care of, but get your effing shit together. Oh, damn. He's pretty much saying, look, bro, I know you got your people and your family to take care of, but get your shit together, or, man, hey, man, you already know how the cartel play. He'll take out his family and his friends and him as well, all in the same night. Like crazy.
Güey, pero pues no mames, yo sé que tienes gente y la familia, la chingada. Verga, póngase las putas pilas. Yo lo sé, señor.
No,
no quiero que me apagues este puto teléfono.
I don't want you to turn off your phone. I'll call you again real soon to find out if you guys chilled the fuck out. Got it?
No, después te voy a marcar, güey, a ver si no se relajaron a la verga, ¿eh? No, ahorita le voy a...
No, right now, I'm going to call. Okay.
Ahorita le voy a marcar. A todos en general, güey. Relájenmelos a la vez.
He said that goes for all of you, everybody in general, bro. Tell everyone to chill the fuck out, please. Well,
por favor. Ahorita le voy a marcar.
Yes, for sure. I'll call you back on this number.
No, este ya no le vuelvas a marcar.
No, don't call this number back. I'll call you back. I'll call back when I can. Damn. All right, then we know some power in this conversation.
Yo le marco cuando yo pueda. Ándale, pues.
You got it.
Pero no me lo apague porque lo voy a entender como negatividad.
But don't turn off your phone because I'll interpret that as disrespect. Hey, yo. All right, man. This gets wilder and wilder the more I read.
No, señor.
No, sir. Right now, I'll let them know with a different device. All right. Well, that's what I hope. That you guys leave us the fuck alone. All right.
Se relajen a la verga. Sí, señor.
Yes, sir. You know me.
Igualmente, de aquí para allá también.
Same for all you guys, and I apologize for the foul. Oh, well, I mean, at least he's nice. At least he apologized for the foul language, but you know, the threats on his family was a bit unnecessary. But guys, he apologized. He can't be that bad of a guy, right? All right, I'm just playing, but let's keep it going. I apologize for the foul language and threatening your family. But so right, here's the police. He says, I got the crew here. I'll send them your regards. What? Now they cool after you just threatened, bro, his family and all that good stuff. It's all good now. Hey, man, the cartel got a different type of power, bro. That is crazy.
Ahora pues, ahí le encargo. Ándale, sí. Ahí relájenmelos a todos, dígale que va de parte mía. Claro que sí.
Damn, he's saying, tell the police to fall back in this order from me, aka head of that cartel. And the police, yes, boss. Damn, now we're done here. Refused officers called back. Let me see. Refused officers called back. Audio resurfaced after his death. Well, so yeah, that's the type of power that the cartel holds in Mexico. When you can talk to a police chief like that, because he got to be talking to police chief, talking about get your guys, your squad, and pull them the fuck back. And I mean, like, and then he's talking to him like a subordinate, like a little kid, like, bro, what's wrong with you? You fucking up out here, man. You know what it is. You know I'm gonna body you and your family and the police if you F with us. Tell your guys to back the fuck up. And then the police chief's like, okay, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Please don't do anything. Please, how can I get on your good side? And completely capitulated. And that's what the people of Mexico got to deal with, man.
Oh, what? To the higher level anti-missile comparatively to put up drone defense network systems over every city, and that's the lower level integration to the higher level anti-missile defense system, Golden Dome.
But shutting it out for 10 days to do that? Shutting it out for 10 days? That's a little weird to shut it down for 10 days, no?
Yeah, they're doing a lot of training. They're doing a lot of drills there. I mean, I'm not defending it. And I mean, here's the deal. There are real Border Patrol reports like just a week or so ago down by El Paso. Remember drones came across, they were shooting everybody. I mean, it's going hot zone down there. And so I have no doubt that who knows, they probably are getting intelligence to the cartels. They probably are getting ready to use it as a forward air base to strike cartels. But you got to put a drone defense base up first because we know they've got drones across the border and even artillery and missile launchers. So you were in the military. So if Trump's getting ready to hit the cartels out of Joint Task Force 6 as the forward base, and you know those other camps, what are they down there? It's like Biggs, the rest of it.
How much you know about the weapon that he talked about at Venezuela? Rob, you have that clip of when the president was talking about the weapons they use. I can't talk about it, but he gave a little bit of insight. Go ahead, Rob.
You talked about the weapon, the discombobulator.
What discombobulator? Well, I'm not allowed to talk about it.
What does it do?
Let me just tell you, you know what it does? None of their equipment works. That's what it does. Everything was.
How does it?
It was my name. I'm very proud of the name. Everything was discombobulated. It was, practically a shot wasn't. They were ready.
Right.
And when we came, they couldn't do anything.
You saw this on the video. You could tell.
Tom, it discombobulated everything.
Nothing worked, even
What is
including humans.
Well, let's
knocks
put it
the
this
humans
way.
out.
We lost no equipment in a very strong, and they're good fighters,
Yeah.
great fighters. In a very bad environment, it was a military base,
Mhm.
the biggest in South America. Because the house was in a base in in a very, very tough environment, we lost no men, and we
you
lost.
pause it right there, Rob. What do you know? What do we know about this weapon?
There are all sorts of classes. Remember, we always hear about the Havana syndrome.
Yep.
And they say it's not true, but they caught the Russians at our embassies in like Germany and stuff, shooting them with radiation, back in the 60s. So this stuff goes on forever. Then they deny it exists, but there are all sorts of microwave gun weapons. There's also all sorts of systems that are special frequencies of sound that are either ultra high or ultra low. Generally, this would be ultra low, but generally those would be localized. When Trump talks about it, he has his science czar talk about we've taken control of matter and time and space. They have a lot of theoretical physics systems where you, over a wide area, can create an effect that the Germans in World War II discovered that dealt with anti-gravity. The problem was when you turned on this effect, they have different names for it. It would make everybody completely nauseous, and if you kept turning up, it'll kill people. So that's why they were waiting with anti-grav. They need computers and robots because it doesn't affect silicon. Yeah, there's the Nazi Bell, and it was the Glock, and all those effects. So that's what you're talking about. So it's a whole area of physics. They've also got different type of particle beams that you can just aim from space. People call it space lasers, make a joke out of it. It's not a joke. A laser itself is just light. But if you have a particle beam with a particle accelerator or a cyclotron on it, be a small one or a large one, you take a bunch of heavy ions, heavy particles like uranium or plutonium that themselves aren't going to explode in a chain reaction, but have such weight to them, they're going to explode just with a kinetic force and cause little mini chain reactions when they hit things. So you just, and then the beam fires, and it gets all the ions, and then and so we've all seen that in science fiction movies, but that's how it works. And so now they've got stuff where they can fire similar things to that, but it has a resonance and like a vibration, and they can add that to these interdimensional fields they've got and fire that through it, and then just dissolve things. So the Air Force wanted to threaten the Russians and Chinese about 16, 17 years ago. So they had a press conference and said it was an accident. Remember how Putin showed the submarine with the missiles that create the tidal waves and all that on accident? And they let you see it.
Yep.
And the Air Force said, look, we have antimatter weapons, but we can't test them. But we theoretically know that we can already blow the whole planet up. So if you think what we had in the 40s was powerful, imagine what we got now.
Got it. By the way, have you ever done any sound effects for Hollywood for movies? You would kill it. You've done it. Have you ever done any sound?
Yeah, before Obama came along,
that was funny.
I never tried to get in that, and then people said, "Hey, you want to do a voiceover for this?" So they Taft Hartley. My voice is out right now. I can do better ones, but Taft Hartley, when they put you in movies and stuff, you're automatically in the Screen Actors Guild. And so I got to where, right as Obama got in, I had some voiceovers because I was in the Screen Actors Guild, where it was being aired on TV over and over again. I would get like $500,000 checks, like one ad. Yeah. I would. I swear to God. And then they found out, wait a minute, you don't like Obama. So then I got blackballed and no more jobs.
So give me one of the examples of what you did. Like, what cartoon did you do it for?
I mean, I did movies, cartoons. And
seriously,
what I got paid the most for was like insurance company ads.
Rob, did you know this?
No.
I had no clue. Insurance company ads.
Yeah. I've done like whatever the names were. Here at Mutual. But you got the voice of God too, is what they call it. No, but even though my voice is out, I can give you some of the voice of God. Voice of God's like any of that big, like return the map, return what you have stolen. You're in grave danger. So that's like from Time Bandits. I can do.
That's great.
Autobots. Autobots transform and roll out. Megatron, prepare to die. Megatron. But if I wasn't sick, I could do better.
Yeah.
And here's Darth Vader. If you only knew the power power of the dark side. Join me, and I will complete your training.
Wow.
Yo.
But like if I have an insurance company ad or like a stock ad, it was like it was a financial.
Well, I mean, I'm slightly impressed. I'll give it to him. I'm slightly impressed. Who knew he had the skills? Huh?
Tumblr, Rich School yesterday, and you said demon possession is real, folks. This video is very disturbing. Go ahead and play this clip. This is the shooter.
Oh, that's the trans shooter in Canada. I mean, RIP to those in Canada. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope the families are in my prayer. But yeah, this is that trans shooter that was, out there going crazy. Huh. I mean,
this video is very disturbing. Go ahead and play this clip.
If you'd have seen this video before the shooting, you'd have definitely predicted that this kid is going to do something crazy.
This is the shooter.
I'm sorry, but like, bro. Maniacal.
Pause the clip. When is this from? What do we know about
This
this?
was 2 years ago. I'll explain it all, but here's the more important part. I had like a member of parliament on like 20 years ago from the UK, and he was explaining they're targeting mentally ill and autistic kids for this to sterilize them. Plus, they know a certain percent will go crazy, but we should play the rest of it. And so instead of putting this kind of mental institution or whatever, who was having psychotic outbursts, talking about killing people. I mean, that's what psychotic mania looks like. They take them and put them on drugs that totally whack them out. Then they get depressed. They put them on serotonin reuptake inhibitors that say on the insert cause mass murder and suicide and suicidal ideations. So it's a cocktail. But if you look at the shooter in Minnesota, he's on the same videos with the weapons going, I'm going to kill him, Satan.
Yep.
And it's almost all of them are literally devil worshippers. And you can say, well, it's not real. Well, then why the hell does it keep manifesting? And what I've been told by the experts about the Satanism is when they drink the blood.
I mean, yeah, he was writing all types of stuff on the clips, like racist stuff, like genocidal stuff. Bro, yeah, Jesus on the target board. I mean, yeah, these guys are, there's some pretty, I wouldn't say, of course they're mentally ill, but jumping to satanic, bro, there might be a real argument for that. Like, we might actually need to check their history and what the hell they were reading up on, because, bro, they do be acting possessed
and do all the stuff.
Like, it seems like if you was to hit them with some holy water right before the shooting, it might have had an effect.
That's why the Joker acts like that. The Joker, Hollywood knows this stuff. They're showing you someone that kid has been sitting there smiling and demonically smiling and laughing so long. If you look, he's demon possessed. That's literally a demon. You can see his face is all red. The Joker look. And that's what I was told by Ted Gunderson. Lots of you told me he wouldn't say on air. He said, no, in their lore, the face of the Joker is the face they make when they're killing people. And they'll do it so long when they're chewing up babies and drinking blood that the face turns red and does the Joker look. And then on the kids, they rape for days on end. They get what they call the panda eyes. And so these are real things that happen. So this kid's probably been, this is ancient every culture where it's the energy of the demon coming into him, and he's like, and he's thinking about mass murder right here. So, and I've studied this. I know this sounds crazy, but you can go find almost all these trans shooters, and their dads always work for the NSA, or they always work for the top DARPA company. And it's,
oh shit.
Oh yeah. And both Crook's parents, special behavioral psychology. They're all in BlackRock ads but it's the same MO. And
that was the weird thing about Thomas Crook's parents. They were both in behavioral psychology. And I'm just like, hold on, both of you are in behavioral psychology, but here's your son acting like out of whack here. And both of y'all are behavioral psychologists. So how the hell do you got such an out of whack son? Like, your son is literally deranged. But you're a behavioral psychologist. Maybe you should have been working on your kid instead of working on other people.
Just have their guns and going, kill them, Word of the soon Satan. And this is it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And by the way, what do we know so far about what's going on with Canada?
Well, all they say is it does not matter. Both the police chief and the regional police chief said that what matters is we do not misgender her. This is a woman. And they say that is what is most important in the speeches.
What did they say? They said woman is in a dress. Rob,
Yep.
do you have that clip?
Yep.
There's a clip. And then also if you can show the stats of the school shooting or the mass shooting you're seeing,
It's all
the
now.
trans, which
Just type in police. Police don't want to misgender Canadian shooter. I can find it. There's like the regional police.
is that it?
This is one. There's one even worse. Yeah, go ahead.
That includes
Rob,
the
go back a
deceased
little bit,
gun
Rob.
person.
Start from the beginning. Go ahead.
That includes the deceased gun person.
Okay.
Gun
And then
person.
separately,
Gun person is what he's calling it.
Yeah, this one's pretty bad, but that's not. There's a long one. Yeah, there it is. This one right here.
Female by the
Start
name.
over.
So a suspect is identified as an 18-year-old female by the name of Jessie. We have a history of police attendance at the family residence. Some of those calls were related to mental health issues.
We've heard all around the world reports coming out from different media, not local but world, and we've heard people from Tumbler Ridge, actually people that know the shooter, and they are all saying that this person is transgender. Why is the RCMP not speaking to this? Why are we hiding this from the public?
Well, first off, thank you for your question. We're not hiding it. In fact, you're the first media to ask the question. I will say this. We identified the suspect as they chose to be identified in public and in social media. I can say that Jessie was born as a biological male who approximately, the information that I have, approximately 6 years ago began to transition to female and identified as female both socially and publicly.
Gun person.
But see, it doesn't matter that just killed 10 people. It's we need to get it right. Well, what did they chose to identify as a potted plant or an Apache helicopter?
Yeah, and apparently the uncle was interviewed or asked, and they said, "Yeah, he is a trans." There is that. And Rob, can you pull up the?
We should finish the video though. It's more of you need to see the whole demon possession.
We'll go back to the video, but can you pull up the trans stats
Oh, demon.
on
possession.
what percentage of the shooters we talked about it? I believe
If
this
you
morning.
take gang related out, it's almost all of them now.
Did you? Is this the one, Rob?
Yep.
Yeah, that one to the right. Mass shooting rates by demo, 2015 to 2025. Public incidents with 4 or more fatalities. Trans non-binary biological male, 0.769. Trans non-binary biological female, 0.667. Then Asian man, black man, white man, Asian woman, Hispanic man.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. If we're going off like mass shootings, you remember Virginia Tech, everybody, the Asian guy that kind of went crazy at Virginia Tech. Yeah, that's why Asian guys are up here. Damn, I mean, y'all do it that one time, y'all third place. That's tough. But the trans/binary biological male, which I feel bad for them because they cut their junk off and, in hopes of becoming a female, which they never become. They fall into depression. They start hating people. And then they go out there and sometimes they shoot people. It is what it is. And then, of course, the biological female, the trans, they're screwed because, well, I'm gonna be honest with you. They cut their own tits off. I mean, they're cooked. They'll never be a normal woman ever again. There's no walking it back. And same thing for the trans males, because, I mean, nature has a way of self-correcting. So even when they try to become a different gender, nature has a way of self-correcting and kind of punishing them from trying to be another gender. Like, I don't know, this new little, what was it? The canal way for the vagina, the urethra, I think it's called. Yeah, that's going to start growing hair inside of it. Why? Because you're meant to be a male. And for some reason, I guess they got to destroy your pelvic muscles to give you that vagina. And now the hair that was going on top of your pelvis is now going inside of your man-made vagina. I mean, it's pretty painful, I heard. And then with women, it's just, I'm gonna be real with you, it's just the fact that they'll never be males, and they start realizing that the male life is not as easy as they make it out to be, and then they end up killing themselves, sadly.
Let me just stop you. You know what they call it in Europe and here now.
Mm.
When you see Asian men, that's not Japanese men or South Koreans. It's Muslims. So they call Muslims Asian men.
You got to be kidding.
No, that's the Asian rape gangs.
You got to be kidding.
Asian rape gangs.
I was about to say, why are Asians?
Yeah, so all the time they say when there's a murder or something that it's a white guy, even though
I mean, yeah, I guess you can count. Yeah, you can count the parts. You can count the Middle East as Asia. That counts.
Shot, it's a black guy. The way they do that to cover up for Muslims is they call them Asian men if they are Pakistani or
brown,
Muslim Indian or any of that.
Or
Arabic.
Can you check to see if somebody in Grok asked, what does Asian man mean? And if it doesn't, you ask. And
yeah, because I'm be real with you, that's a reach. That's a bit of a reach right there, Alex. It's like, how do we know that they're talking about Muslims in that group as well? Does it state that it's talking about that group in that study that they did? And if not, then I'm be real with you, it's kind of effed up to just try to throw them in there. And I mean, hold on now, Muslims, like, bro, you know there are white people that are Muslims, you know that, right? So he's kind of using Muslims as a catch-all term for Arabs. And it's like, if you said Arabs were being, sitting there as Asians, then I'd be like, oh, okay, sure. But Muslims, I mean, bro, white Muslims, Mexican Muslims, I mean, a Muslim ain't just an Arab. Like, come on now.
But look up, what are Asian grooming gangs?
Oh, yeah.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to find out how that chart put Asian man and Asian woman. That's what I want to know. We know about the Asian grooming gang. We know about the Pakistani. We know about the inbreeding. I want to know what they mean.
Okay, so this is what I got. The Asian grooming gangs refer to a group of men predominantly British Pakistani heritage in several high-profile UK cases convicted of systematically sexually exploiting and abusing vulnerable young girls, and most were white. Oof, that's absolutely terrible. The term itself is controversial, as official data suggests most perpetrators of child sexual abuse in the UK are white, but there is an acknowledged overrepresentation of men from Pakistani background in specific types of group-based exploitation in certain regions. So yeah, when they're talking about, and this is where Alex Jones might be wrong, because they're talking about in America. They're using the word Asian groom gangs and refers to what going on in Britain. But I mean, hey, it could be, but it doesn't say it on the study.
By Asian man.
Oh, you're right.
What demo?
Good question.
What demo do you mean? Does it mean Asian men when they say Asian men? Yeah, that's fine.
No, but he's right, though. I mean, Asian, they are using Asian and they're throwing Arab people in there. Not Muslims, but Arabs, because, you could be a white Muslim, black Muslim. I mean, Muslims comes in all different shape, colors, and sizes. So it is pretty reckless for him to just say Muslims.
I am so curious. Well, it's going to take a minute for
Grok
to respond.
I don't know Grok knows this yet, but you can separately ask everybody or ask it, what demographic has the lowest violent crime? It'll tell you Asians in general. So how is it suddenly Asian men are up at the middle? That I believe is like in Europe, it's coming over to, is what they call it.
Rob, go back to the clip of the guy, the shooter, for us to see the ending of that clip. It's disturbing, but if you can go back to it, if you just go on Alex's Twitter account, you'll see it.
Real Alex Jones.
There you go. Go for it. And go to 30 seconds.
Even more psychotic and give him a gun.
Unbelievable.
Jesus.
This can be prevented, but it's all politics. They can't stop.
Jeez.
They take these people that are already autistic and give them the worst possible stuff. And I'm sure they'll probably blame this on Mossad soon. And, because, the Charlie Kirk's killer, there's no trans people killing anybody. It's all Mossad.
Let's go to that. Tyler Robinson, the roommate, the furry roommate, boyfriend, whatever you want to call it.
Wait a second. I mean, Tyler Robinson wasn't trans, but his trans girlfriend sure was, or boyfriend, or however the hell they doing it.
I don't know if you saw this or not. He was found in Dallas Do you have that story, Rob? If you want to find what
Trans
happened there
Yeah,
with
fuck it.
Todd, I'm sure you got some thoughts. What's going on there?
I mean, I saw it, but recap it for the viewers.
Yeah. What is the latest? What is the latest you know of what's going on there with the individual that killed Charlie Kirk?
Well, the reason I asked, I saw this last.
Hey, shout out Tove. How you doing, sis? She said, it's wild to me that they are more concerned with calling the killer by preferred pronouns, but a 12-year-old victim has to have a funeral because of it. And I mean, man, yeah, I mean, that's the truth. That's the, and guys, you see me run through the list before on how this whole transgender thing is actually like, bro, it's a mental condition. And not all of them are out. Of course, not most of them. Most trans people are not out there to hurt you. But we do got to understand that there are people that are dealing with a mental issue, and it does have something to do with their trans ideology, sadly, or these trans people are just prone to mental issues. It is what it is. I'm pretty sure we do know trans people that are pretty mentally stable. And I know, and I know what you're about to say, like, Sean, come on, bro, that's effed up. I know trans people that are stable, but let's be real. Even they'll admit to you that they have a problem, that they have a mental issue. So let's just keep it a buck and let's not pretend like these people aren't prone to severe mental issues, and let's tackle that.
Last night about.
Now, are we saying that, oh, no trans people should ever be allowed to buy a gun? I mean, personally, I don't agree, but I mean, I'll be real with you. It does sound like a step in the right direction, even though it would be going against their Second Amendment rights.
Quietly living in Texas, and I mean, from all I've seen, it looks like an accomplice. Why aren't they being charged? What do you think?
Trans lover of Charlie Kirk, alleged assassin spotted after going into hiding. Moving out of state, go a little bit lower.
That's crazy. So, yeah, that was wild. What was it that I forgot the boyfriend's name, but I remember his boyfriend like disappeared for a while, and everybody was like, "Whoa, what happened? Like he just disappeared. We can't get in touch with him. What?" It's like, yeah, and now it's reported to be moving out of state. Surprise, surprise. Oh, that makes sense. And shout out Tove coming in again. Her funeral was canceled. Damn. That's all right. That's just effed up.
A little bit lower. The trans lover of Charlie Kirk's assassin, quietly Texas, 6 months after his partner charged for shooting right-winger influencer. Is this New York Post?
Yes.
And interesting that New York Post writes it that way. Lance Twiggs, who authorities referred to using male pronouns, has fled his hometown of St. George. Twiggs, 22, spotted with long, unkempt hair, a Taco Bell t-shirt, go a little bit lower. Is that the same furry guy?
That's the original photo of.
Okay, go a little bit lower.
So now he's back to being a man.
Twiggs.
He's back to being a man. He's going to Taco Bell. Is it Taco Bell or Del Taco? What does it say at the top? That is it, Taco Bell?
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell. All right. I don't know how I feel about that. Go a little bit lower. Go a little bit lower, Rob. Even lower. Anything else? Twiggs has not been charged with crime. Authorities indication.
Oh, and shout out Tove again. Sorry, I just seen this one. Here it is. Promotes trans violence and her family is getting harassed and threatened. Wait, what? Hold up, bro. Sis, ain't no way. They're threatening her family because she was killed by trans violence. Are you serious? Like, let's be honest. Yes, the young lady was killed by a guy who wanted to be a woman who was mentally ill. Like, that's just a fact of the matter. You can't sit there and call nobody a bigot because that's how their daughter died. Like, that's fucked up, bro. It's like calling what was it, that one girl who got stabbed on the bus? It's like calling her parents were racist towards black people for pointing out that, yeah, a black person stabbed her daughter. It's like, you can't sit there and say that. But I mean, it is what it is, man. The trans community is a little bit too protected. Like, people ain't even trans and they're willing to throw themselves in front of a bus for them. So it is what it is. I mean, bro, there's people who's not even trans that fight harder for the trans community than trans people themselves.
Okay, where are you at now? It's been months since the shooting. You know, to me, he was #1 draft pick. I don't think anybody was above Charlie. Charlie was the most important player in the conservative Republican movement long-term 60 years. They took out the #1 draft pick. Knowing what we've seen and read, what do you think's going on?
Well, let's look at Tyler Robinson. Everybody saw the mugshot of him if you scroll up. And, he looks like a pretty normal guy. But as soon as I saw him in court and watched the 25 minutes of it, he was wearing the trans tie. He was laughing. He was looking really psychotic. And You know, there was this lie that, oh, he's such a nice young boy, and then you have his family that turned him in, and they're crying behind him, and then you have all these leftists in the town saying, when Charlie comes here in a few days, he's going to be dead. And then as soon as the shot fired, a bunch of liberals go, yay, great job, and stand up while everybody else is running. And then you've got this famous leftist activist down there saying, oh, I shot him, and he told the police I did it so our guy could get away. That was coordinated. That's where the help is. But Kash Patel killed, and I confirm this with people that were in the room, any investigation into accomplices. And his argument to TPUSA was, and I talked to High Level, I'll leave it at that, well, we don't think we can get those convictions. This is open and shut. So if we widen this, it'll make it too hard. No, it makes it believable. Plus, it's justice that we roll up this network of trans killers. They said we're going to kill them. 6 of them, well, 10 total. 6 the days before said we're going to kill him when he comes here. Within minutes, they said, see, he's dead. We told you. He had all these helpers there in the crowd. And then by limiting it and not bringing the stuff out, it allows people to push the idea that somebody else did it, which I have seen some weird stuff happen. There was a lot of bizarreness that day. I'm not saying it shouldn't be investigated, but overwhelmingly, we have these trans people out killing folks, evidenced by what we just saw in Canada. And in the last year, every confrontation I've had at a restaurant or on a hike and bike trail or on the streets of DC that we caught on tape is a trans person, and they never looked like actually a real woman. They looked like some crazy dude with sunken eyes, with bozo, the clown hair, comes over and threatens to kill me. And a guy in DC say, Charlie Kirk's gone. He got it. You're next. And he's going around me super fast in one of those mono wheel things, whatever those things are you stand on.
Yes.
And he's going like 30 miles an hour, almost hitting 25 miles an hour, almost hitting people and swooping it out of traffic and coming back around me and threatening us. And I've had another one in a restaurant. I was working late, about 10 o'clock, pulling by myself. I go in the restaurant. I'm sitting there eating. This trans guy jumps up and says, get him out of here. Screw you, Alex Shows. We're going to get you. And they ended up grabbing him and dragging him out. And I said, I'm still getting my food to go, and left. I've been on the hike and bike trail. Had one of them come and say, we hope you and your family die. So I personally, they all think we're hurting them. They all think that they're unhappy because of us. No, you're unhappy because you're taking a bunch of dangerous hormones in a weird cult. And so just anecdotally, do I believe this guy killed Charlie Kirk? You bet your ass he was at least there. You bet your ass he's on video going through the hallways, down the stairs, and people are like, oh no, that's not him. He's a good boy. Or other people make an AI composite of him. People go, oh, that's AI, so all of it's fake. Well, we'll see. I know the government's corrupt. I know they put on show trials. I've been through a couple of them. But I really find it hard to believe they've got his family and everybody else and all the rest of it. And then he comes in with his trans tie looking like a Jeffrey Dahmer 2.0. So I don't know if you can pull up the footage of Tyler Robinson in court. And it's pretty creepy. I mean,
what's the trans tie? Yeah, you said trans tie.
That's the trans colors. That's the trans tie.
Got it. So he's representing.
Absolutely. I mean, that's the exact color, the exact stitching of it.
Did you see the George Zinn guy? What happened to him? The guy that stood up and walked up. Did you see the story about him?
No. Oh, he got busted for
man who falsely claimed he killed Charlie Kirk is sentenced to prison.
Oh no, I didn't know that.
Rob, can you pull up that story? Is this it? Okay, go a little bit lower. Okay, so a man who falsely confessed to shooting the late Charlie Kirk last year will face up to 15 years in prison for pleading guilty to sexual exploitation of a minor and obstruction of justice. George Zinn, 71, claimed to have shot Charlie Kirk. Zinn was arrested later, admitted that he was hoping to hinder the investigation by giving false information to the police and diverting officers who could have secured the scene or searching the actual shooter. What's a little weird about this?
And all righty. Now, all right, I do got to head out, guys. It's about that time, but I do want to play this one video from that Tove sent in concerning the trans shooter in Canada, which I believe this is the victim right here. Here it is.
The devastated community of Tumbler Ridge is once again on edge after RCMP say threats circulated online. On Friday, a funeral for one of the youngest victims, 12-year-old Kylie Smith, was abruptly canceled. The family says because of a credible threat. In a statement shared online by the Tumbler Ridge Chamber of Commerce, Kylie Smith's parents said they had been moved to a safe location. From what we are hearing, we are at least the third family of the deceased to be harassed or threatened since this awful tragedy took place, though RCMP say the veracity of the multiple threats has not been corroborated.
It's extremely tragic that these families are being victimized again.
This former RCMP officer says the attention this tragedy has garnered on social media may have put these families at risk. The RCMP says it is working with the mayor and community leaders to ensure a safety plan is in place for both the community and any specific individuals who may have been targeted.
They would bring in resources potentially from protective operations, which is in E Division in British Columbia. And they might use those resources to move them to a secure location or safe house. And have them under guard.
It was also a difficult weekend for the family of Maya Gabala, who was critically injured in the school shooting. Hours after posting, the 12-year-old had opened her eye and was moving her arm. Gabala's mother posted the little girl had been taken in for emergency surgery. Early Sunday, Gabala's father posted the surgery had been successful. Our brave little warrior has come through, he wrote. She's holding on strong. Heather Yurex West, Global News, Calgary.
And all right, we're just gonna go ahead and end it on that one, guys. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Let's make sure to double tap that screen, like the video, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I looked at my analytics, and there's about over 250,000 of you guys who watch who haven't subscribed yet. So go ahead and end the cycle today by subscribing to the channel. Appreciate the support, guys. Shout out. I'm gonna go ahead and end out with, well, Little S.E.T. Shout out Little S.E.T, man. Adorable.
All right, I'm out. See you soon. Peace. All right, I'm out. See you soon. Peace. All right, I'm out. See you soon.